Hey everyone, it's Flava, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my opinion on why I believe Overwatch has basically saved itself from complete and utter annihilation. We all know, anyone who's played this game competitively or in quick play, that very quickly the game has become very boring, very basic. It's with the new meta, and if you don't know what the new meta is, it's basically Zarya, Hanzo, Reinhardt, and then a healer is in Zenyatta, maybe a Mercy, almost always Mercy, and it's just gotten kind of. We as a community, I don't speak for everyone, but I speak for some of us. We're very sick of seeing this kind of meta where there's just no workaround. You either play the heroes or you lose. And I mean, I get that it's part of the game, but there's so many heroes in the game. And today, that's why I'm going to be discussing kind of how they fixed it a little bit. They haven't completely fixed it, but they've done a really good job so far. And something that they've just implemented, the looking for group system. This thing is incredible. If you've ever played quick play, if you've ever played competitive, you get the trolls and you get the throwers who won't coordinate, they won't group up. They'll go in and die and then blame the healer while they were out in the enemy spawn 16 meters away. It's very annoying. It's very frustrating to have to deal with. But in the looking for group system, a lot of the people who are queued up to play in a competitive setting, these people are, not tryhards, but they're willing to put in some effort and work. And these people kind of understand what needs to be done in order to win games. Group up, team fight, don't use too many ults, don't waste resources, and you can win as long as you're. Well, I can't say you can win with just those simple things. Sure, the mechanics obviously pretty good. But also, what I'm really interested to see is how Hammond will work out. I've seen a lot of people, particularly Siegel from Dallas Fuel, talk about this. Hammond is very good with Winston D.Va, and it's really exciting because I love playing Ryan, don't get me wrong, but Winston's my favorite by a long shot. He's a lot of fun to play, and it's been really tough not seeing him in this meta. But the utility that Hammond brings, and don't get me wrong, he's broken as hell. He's gonna get nerfed, no doubt about it. But the utility he brings is with very high burst damage at the start. So he flies in there, he's like, bah, and he smashes on the ground with his little rolly ball or whatever the heck it is, and then he's, instantly starting to attack. And, the deeper he goes in, the stronger he gets because he can just shield himself. So he's gonna have to be, tuned a little bit because he's kind of. I wouldn't say he's broken, but I wouldn't say he's balanced. Yeah, so I think he'll definitely help shake up the meta in a new way. Hopefully help a little bit with Brigitte. She's still really strong, but hopefully she won't be as strong as she was. Alright, the next point is the reputation meter. This may be the thing, basically, that changed the game as we know it. This kills, it almost completely kills toxicity dead. I've played 10, maybe 12 games of competitive, and I've not come across one toxic person because they want the reputation. They want the cool ones and twos. Now this may just be a new thing where people kind of they're like, oh, I want to test it out, and then they go back to their old toxic ways. But right now the game is probably the best in terms of toxicity that it will ever be, because people want endorsements for being good, nice people, and they won't get endorsed if they're toxic little pricks. Sorry, that's just how it works. Also, this is something a little while back that they put in, but Avoid His Teammate has really helped. If you're playing comp and you've got people who won't switch off, Torbjorn, I won't go down the rabbit hole, but it's very frustrating, and so Avoid His Teammate has really kind of swooped in and saved that from really what it used to be. Also, I think the Symmetra changes very good, very interesting. She's a little strong, a little too strong, but she's really interesting to see, and I think she can definitely change stuff up once people get alright with her, because she's not hot garbage anymore. It's crazy, I know, but she's actually really good, and she's got some really cool things that you could use. She's not just this, first point defense, oh, better switch off. She's different now. And I'm not a Symmetra player, and I don't know how to play the new Symmetra, so I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but I've played against her, and she's something else. Now, that's kind of how I feel. That I feel they've saved the game a little bit. That's kind of how I feel they've protected it. The one thing that I'd like to see them change is meta. I am so sick of having metas change and being able to play my hero that I like for one and then having to learn a new one. And I get, Overwatch, you switch games. But what I think they at Blizzard should be working towards is creating a meta where everybody's viable. And I get this is very difficult to do because there's so many heroes and they're going to keep adding heroes. And so to make a meta where everyone's viable, everyone has to be good. Good all the time. That means they have to be all good on certain maps. They all have to be good on, you know, on every type of game mode. They have to be good in every situation, which will mean major balancing changes for either maps or heroes. And that'll mean that Torbjorn will not be allowed to be complete trash anymore. Yeah, Torbjorn, guys, really good hero, by the way. Not. Alright, but that's it for me. This is just a quick video of how I think Overwatch and Blizzard themselves really saved Overwatch, because it was going in a downward spiral and people were stopping playing just because it was hot garbage. But yeah, that's how I think they've kind of fixed it, guys. I hope, of course, you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, dislike and leave a hateful comment or whatever they do these days. I've been Flava, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.